Hey, it's Rasool Berry, and I'm here on the shores of the Sea of Galilee, sharing about what can the world's most famous fishermen teach us about failure and success. Capernaum was a small fishing village at the time of Jesus when Simon Peter comes on the scene. He's fishing as he always does, and as Jesus walks by, he simply gives him this invitation: come follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men. At that moment, Simon Peter embarks on the journey of a lifetime. He begins to follow Jesus and experience all sorts of highlights and lowlights. One of the highlights is being one of the first to recognize that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of the living God. But one of the lowlights is recorded in Luke chapter 22. Jesus has just been arrested, and Peter decides to follow along just to see what's going to happen. At that moment, some people recognize Peter from his accent and say, hey, aren't you with him? And Peter denies it vehemently. After 3 years of friendship, after 3 years of partnership together, he says, I don't even know the man. At that moment, Jesus and Peter lock eyes, and Peter wept bitterly. And what happens when you fail so catastrophically? Well, Peter did what a lot of us do. He decided to go back to his old life. He decided to come back here and start fishing again. He thought it was over for him. And that's when Jesus once again, almost out of nowhere, just appears to him after his resurrection and has a conversation. He simply asks him, Simon, do you love me? Peter says, yeah, you know I do, Lord. And he says, feed my sheep. And that's the same question and same invitation that God gives us. Right when we think that we're going to experience condemnation, he extends compassion. When we think that it's over and, we've just been utter failures, he offers the joy of restoration. We know this is a message that Peter never forgot, because he ends up becoming the leader of the church. And then another time when he gets the opportunity to put himself on the line, he actually ends up giving his very life for the sake of Jesus. The question still remains, when I've blown it, Rasool, do you love me? Then feed my sheep. And it's the question he asks all of us in that moment of failure. Do we love him? And the answer still can remain, then feed my sheep.